This will make your old Harley-Davidson look so much better. Alright guys, so today we're going to be washing my 2005 Harley-Davidson Road King. I already have my soap in here. Cut it down a little bit more. There's some products that I'm going to be using. I'm going to show you. Covered up this air cleaner because I have an open air cleaner and you don't want to get water in that. So we're going to start at the handlebars up here up top. I really like these handlebars. These are the Chromeworks handlebars. I took those beach spread bars off. Those things were horrible. They had my arms pulled back like that. And now these are up. I think these are 10-inch Chromework bars. They're really nice. I like them a lot. I didn't have to get new cables or anything. So they're at their limit. So if I went any higher, I would have to get new cables for that. I just got through doing the install on this bike. Some custom dynamic lights on the back of it. That video will be coming out soon. More visibility in the back and clean up the back. You'll see what I'm talking about when I spin it around, but there'll be a video about that soon. Side cover here. Not really all that dirty. Okay, I don't want that to dry up on the front, so that's basically all the painted surfaces. That's washed right there. I know I didn't wash the seat yet. I'll be washing that in just a minute. Now let's get this fender. The back side of it. Hopefully. That's all the painted surfaces. If you're wondering what I'm using Armor car wash. I'll show it to you in just a second. That stuff. I usually do one side at a time. Even though I'm washing this one side, I'm still kind of going over to the other side too. So this side. Since I'm down here, I always do this oil cooler. engine guards. Here on the neck. So that's pretty much everything up front. What's this off? Okay, now let's move to the engine here. Brake pedal, floorboard. And there's a lot of chrome in this motorcycle. You can see even the frame has a chrome cover on it. Make sure that stays covered up there. If you watch the build on this motorcycle, when it went from an 88 cubic inch to 95 cubic inch Zippers Performance kit bike, and now it's making 100 horsepower, 103 foot-pounds of torque. When it first it made like 60 something horsepower and 70 something foot-pounds of torque. It really transformed this motorcycle, making it more of giving you the modern feel. If you ride the new 107s, 114s, and 117s. Actually, I made a video saying this has much horsepower as a new CVO. Truth is, it has more horsepower than a new CVO. New CVO rear wheel horsepower doesn't match up to this 100 horsepower motorcycle. And this being a Road King, and it's a light little motorcycle, it makes good numbers. And you can pick these things up for a little or nothing, right? When I first made that video, I used to see them for around $4,500, and now they're ticking up a little bit, $6,500, $7,500. This is an 05, but it's this is a custom, and it came with hard bags, but they wasn't hard colored match bags; they were painted hard bags. And I didn't like that. No, not painted. They was leather hard bags, and I didn't like that. I wanted color match hard bags. And when I got this bike from my uncle, he already had that done that way. I have a chopped tour pack with it too. So anyway, so I did this whole exhaust. It's the 2-into-1 Chromeworks exhaust, and shout out to Chromeworks. The exhaust, I think. You know, a lot of people will put a big bore kit on their bike and then they will skip out on the exhaust or go with an exhaust just for the sound and not for the performance. Well, Chromeworks, you have the sound and the performance. And when the guys at Zippers put this bike together, that 2-in-1 Chromeworks, they were really pleased at the numbers that this bike was making off of that. I was pleased by the numbers and pleased by the sound that this bike was making. So I was at a motorcycle rally, and I'm sorry if you're watching, but this one guy was getting something done to his bike. He just had a big bore kit, and he was on his way to go get some slip-ons from another vendor just because he liked that sound. And I told him, you know, if you really want to make power, there's a few people in the game that makes a decent exhaust to make power and not just noise. And Chromeworks is one of those few people that's at the top of the game. But I don't know, he went to the other place just for the sound, and I know from experience that you can't really get any good numbers out of that particular brand, but you can get some good sound out of it. So hopefully maybe that's all that matters to him. I don't know why anybody would actually put a big bore kit on their bike and then at the last minute get to changing the exhaust just for the sound and hurt their power. I found in my experience too some of the nastiest, most radical, crazy sounding bikes. Well, not all of them. There's some with that little short exhaust. They don't really make good numbers. So again, it's not just about looks, it's not just about sound. You have to have something that's going to get you really good numbers. And this 2-in-1 does. On my other bike, I have a Chromeworks 2-in-1 and a 2. This is my first time going into 2-in-1. I'm not a huge fan of the look of 2-in-1 exhaust, but it proved itself. It works. Inside of the fender as best you can. Stock shocks on the back are made by Showa. These will be leaving, and of course, on my other bike I got O-leans. I don't put O-leans on this too. The belt side, the pulley side, so it's a little bit more crowded than the other side. But with the bags off, you can get to it, just take your time. When you have a big bore kit bike making some pretty big numbers, first thing most people want to do is put a chain drive on it. And I'll be honest with you, I think chain drives are cool looking. I'd like to have a chain drive on my other bike, but the belts that Harley puts on their bike, I've seen big bore kits, 128s, making 160 horsepower, 160 plus torque with belts and holding up. The only time that you really will know, well, in those cases when you're making over 150, when you need a belt, when you need a chain, excuse me, is when you take it to the drag tractor. Because on a treated surface, tire deflated a little bit, the bike's going to hook up, and then all that initial shock of power can snap a belt. You know, people do break belts, but it's harder than what you think. Okay, so I got the pulley and washing this other shock. Don't want everything to dry on me, so I'm going to rest this off. If you're wondering what I did to turn the bike around so easily, I'm using the Let's Roll Cruiser lift and dolly. Well, the lift is in there. I got the bike sitting on the dolly. Oh, by the way, shout out to everybody who purchased the dolly. I really appreciate it. It helped out the channel. So thank you. I really thank you. The owner of Let's Roll, she thanks you. It's been an overwhelming support of people who purchased the dolly. And a lot of my friends who purchased it already reached out to me and said they absolutely love it. And it works out really well. Another added benefit to it that I didn't think about, because I don't store my bike, is in the wintertime, they have their tires up off the ground. So when you're putting it in storage. But like again, I don't store my bike, so it doesn't matter to me. I ride my motorcycle year round. Shift rod, you can see that little custom Road King shift rod right there. Horn. So it took longer because I'm talking, but first off, that's everything. We'll put the saddlebags, we'll wash the back side of the saddlebags and start over. After I got the saddlebag put back on, I literally just wash the whole bike, the paint parts over real quick, and then spray it off. Then I dry it off, and I'm done. And that's it. That's how you wash it. It's not done. Of course, you got to dry it. Let me show you how I dry it. said that I was going to show you something else that I use on the motorcycle. Let me show you this. This bike, it's already been treated so you can't really tell, but it used to have right here on your black, on these Harley-Davidsons, this wrinkled finished black would get dull over time. Well, if you want to make it look new again after you wash it, this stuff right here, pig spit. This is the truth. This will make your old Harley-Davidson look so much better after you wash it. It will bring your engine back black again. And that's what it is, pig spit. Someone else makes something similar to this. I think it might be called hog spit. But this pig spit, this is good stuff. I don't spray it on my air cleaner. I'll just keep my air cleaner covered the whole time and I'm spraying this. And you want to make sure that the motor is dry. But I just did the best I could by leaf blowing it off with the my Ryobi leaf blower there, which is battery powered. I don't see any reason why I should buy a motorcycle dryer when that thing works just as good or even if not better, and it's battery powered and it goes to all my Ryobi tools. And you can get that in a kit with I think that came with the cordless weed eater as well. So yeah, I know someone made a comment on the last video about that. That's a waste of time. I'll buy that any day over that little hand electric blower for motorcycles. When something can serve two purposes and it does better, then yeah. Anyway, buy that. You won't regret it. That's really good. So let's see how this goes. Goes on. Shake it a little bit. You don't want to get it on your chrome, but if you get it on your chrome, it's not the end of the world. You can always wipe your chrome off afterwards. So, and I wouldn't put it on a hot, like you just got through riding your bike and you're going to put this on there. I wouldn't do that. Aerosol and heat does not go well together. So when I first got it, I also wondered, like, well, if you spray it on there, then it gets hot. What's it going to do then? Well, it doesn't do anything. You can spray it on there, then ride it. It still looks good. It doesn't do anything. You don't see any smoke or anything like that. Okay. So, spray my fins here. Spray the bottom half of the motor. Everywhere with a black. Here, and there. Down here, the back side of that. Other side, this is the big side over here where the inner primary case is. It's wrinkle finished. Those pins there. There. That's it. That's what it looks like. I'm finished. Now when I get finished like this, I take this cover off. I'm gonna let the bike down, start it up, and go for a short ride. Just to blow the excessive water off. Take the battery out this leak blower. Okay. So now it's down. Time to take it for a ride. Let's start it up first. Let it sit here and idle a little bit and I get all my tools and stuff up. Nothing like a Harley-Davidson kickstand. You start the bike moves about 2 inches. It always feels like it's about to fall over. Okay guys, so that's it. That's the video of how I wash my motorcycle. Guys, I want to thank everybody for watching. I'll put some of the links in the description below if you're interested in any of the products that I use. So make sure you check out the description section. All right guys, again, I want to thank you for watching. I got more videos coming your way. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Keep gliding, and as always, have a blessed day.